I do have her Q&A video, the part one at least, that she just posted, I think earlier today. So I figured we could take a look at that one as well. It would be fun.
The ankle.
Hey, Amber.
Hello, foodie beauties.
Uh, Watching these ladies just sit there and eat, dude, is not fun. But this one is a bit of a longer video as well, guys. So let's just dive right in, shall we?
Hi guys, welcome back to another video.
Hey, foodie.
I missed you guys, but I'm finally here to do the Q&A. So it's going to probably be more than one video because there's so many questions. So I'm just going to work my way down with the ones that have the most likes.
Like you guys said earlier, I have a feeling these juicies, oh my god, what the fuck? These questions are going to be real juicy. I don't think the answers will be, but...
I'm going to say right now, I'm just going to lump all of these Salah questions into one answer. Where's Salah? What's he doing? Blah, 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 blah. I will not be answering that. That's, we're 100% keeping everything related to that private. And...
Dude. So there goes like half, not even half, like 90 fucking percent of the questions.
all I can say, he is offline because he chooses to. We're not embarrassed. He wants to be offline. He wants to do other things with his life. He just, you know, this is not it for him. He doesn't want to...
There's something in my cup.
be on YouTube at all anymore. And I respect that. And it's not, it doesn't have anything to do with me controlling him. I would like to continue with the couples videos. If I'm quite honest, I would love to. Because I don't care what people think about our relationship. I, you know, make the choices I make in my life. And,
When anyone says hello, my brain follows with "it's ready" FML. Honestly, Girl World pops into my head in regular day life like way more than it really should.
yeah, I would love to make videos with him still. But, he doesn't want to, so it's just going to be me. So you will not be seeing Salah anymore in videos. So yeah, that's the answer to that question. Someone asked, why does he film you in the most
Salah wants Kai Bella's ham farts. Yo.
unflattering ways? Listen. He doesn't think that way, and I don't think that way. Like, I'm not ashamed of my body in any angle. I am, you know, not a coward. I'm not shy. I show my whole body in every angle. I am who I am, and I mean, I'm not ashamed of myself. So,
Girl, I just don't believe it though. That's the thing. Like, I really don't. I just think she's too lazy to refilm it, and he just doesn't give a fuck. Honestly. Like, who would film their wife in the most unflattering way, right?
so I don't mind being shot in different angles. I actually tell him what angles to shoot me in and what to do. I kind of direct him how I want to be like filmed. So I do it for different angles just to switch things up a bit. I'm not
That's definitely a lot.
like a catfish, and I don't like hold my camera high up here most of the time to...
That seemed like a bit of a read towards Amber Lynn, right? She's like, I don't hold it up here. That's how Amber Lynn shoots all of her stuff. Dude.
make myself look thinner because I'm just not fake like that. So that's your answer. If Salah moved out, would you pretend that you were still living together and continue to live in Kuwait alone whilst paying him to film your vlogs? Or would you go back to Canada? This
That seems more than likely what's happening.
question makes no sense to me. Why on earth would I move back here to live by myself? Like,
to keep up the charade, girl. Like,
No, I would never live here by myself. Number one, I wouldn't even be able to live in this apartment by myself. As I've said many times, I guess people just don't listen when I talk, or they choose not to believe it. That's fine, but you're believing.
well, girl, you as well as Amber have a long history of lying for no reason, honestly. Like,
False information because you can't live in this apartment unless you're married. So we had to show our marriage certificate to the apartment owner. And
that's kind of wild. They're trying to do that over here in some states, though, where, like, you can't split an apartment unless you're married to the other person. And unless that marriage is, like, male and female. It's fucking stupid.
in order to live here, we don't show it to online strangers because it's none of their business and we don't owe them shit. So that being said, yeah, I would not live here. I would definitely, I don't know if I would go back to Canada, but I would maybe do something else. I don't know. Hi, foodie.
Cuba, maybe? Could we see our girl living in Cuba? Maybe North Korea is good for our girl.
From trashy.
Although she wouldn't be able to go live then, because they aren't allowed to use everyone else's internet.
Girl. 434 likes. Hi, foodie. Quick question. How did you manage to gain 30?
She would go to great lengths to prove her haters wrong. Exactly. Both of these women would.
13 pounds. It's called binging, binge eating disorder. You could probably Google it, where you eat thousands of calories at once. Also, the type of food I would eat, a lot of sodium would make me retain a lot of fluid.
Like those pickles you love to be downing in every mukbang, girl.
So it's very easy to go up in pounds when you have binge eating disorder. I hope that answers your question. But I've been doing really well. I haven't binged in a while. Okay. Do you ever think you'll actually do what doctors tell you? I've already lost body parts from the beatus, and what you are doing is so scary. Please stop.
That's serious.
Try to do what the doctors tell me. I've been to a diabetes doctor, an endocrinologist, and I told you guys what he told me to do. And still people come at me and say, he's not right. He shouldn't tell you to eat carbs. Actually, he goes for a more balanced way of eating. So like,
girl, not the fucking like first grade infographics.
I'll put some screenshots, but like basically, yeah, just food balance. And
she just sits and eats in Kuwait. That's what it seems like, honestly, Goose Chuck. Like, it doesn't seem like she really does much there.
Combining carbs with, healthy carbs with other food groups. So I am trying to do that. If I fail, it's because I either just have slip-ups, that happens. Okay, why aren't you doing reaction videos? Why did you change your mind in less than 24 hours? I did put a community post. You could probably go read it if you didn't. Why I chose to change my mind again.
Hey, so I tried once again to do a reaction, but most of the ones I try and listen to either sound like the Wicked Witch of the East and West or Marge Simpson's long-lost sisters, not to mention the sheer stupidity and the lost brain cells. I just can't do it, lol. I don't know how so many can listen to that for 2 or more hours. Insane. I'll just focus on myself like everyone suggested and leave them to stay obsessed about me mean while not even acknowledging they exist. In the end, it's hardly a flex since most of them are too cowardly to cam up when talking smack on others. Couldn't be me anyway. The bright side is any attention is good attention. New motto for this year. See you soon in a new video coming later today. I don't know about that, girl. It just seems like too much effort for you, but these girls are the queens of saying they'll do something and then never doing it or quitting the very next day.
But this will be the last time. I'm not engaging with...
We didn't get a single episode of Fart Shack Reacts.
any drama, any people that aren't worth my time or energy, which is one of the reasons. But also the main reason is I tried to listen to about 2 minutes and of the material I would have to react to, and I wanted to tear my eardrums out. So there's no way there's no money on earth worth listening to that.
I wonder who she was watching.
palava for more than 2 minutes, so no. Yeah, so how long is Salah grounded from the internet? As long as he wants to be. He doesn't want to come online. I can't blame him. The internet is really toxic, and it's probably
Well, it's toxic when you go on fucking on the internet to your own haters, beezers, and literally talk about what he talked about. Like, yeah, my guy, you're going to get some negativity for that shit.
better. Like, if I didn't love my beezers and I didn't like the attention of making videos and entertaining people, I wouldn't want to be
She's shading FFG. Okay. I'll be so honest with you guys. I don't think I've ever seen one of FFG's videos or anything.
on here either, trust me. Like, if I wasn't making money from the internet, I wouldn't be doing it. Just to reiterate, it's 100% Salah's choice not to be on the internet. I don't control him. If he really wanted to come online, that would be up to him. But like I said, I want to do couples videos, but he doesn't. Why are you not taking
Oh, so she wants to do couples videos, but Salah doesn't. Interesting.
insulin to get your blood sugars back to normal and avoid further damage to your body? You were not able to do it with just medication. 10 is not a good fasting blood sugar. So this is the point where your doctor should be putting you on insulin. Okay, so Gorl Lash, I'm not a doctor. I did bring that up to him. He doesn't think I need to be on insulin, so he didn't prescribe me insulin. Actually 10 for now. It hasn't been that long I've been on medication.
Since I've been taking the meds consistently.
And it went from 23 to 10. So that is pretty good right now. If it doesn't go down in the future, maybe we'll look at that. I don't know. But I also haven't been completely eating in a very diabetic friendly way. So
Shocker there, guys. Fucking shocker there.
I mean, that's no secret. I don't hide that from the internet. So
I mean, you definitely don't show everything that you're eating.
yeah, I mean, that's why my doctor didn't prescribe it. All right, why not come clean about the couples channel and Salah? If he's not coming back, why are you together if what you wanted was a couples channel in the first place? Come clean about what? I've said he does not want to continue being online. If he's not coming back, why are you together? So you're basically saying that the entire reason, and you choose to believe that the entire reason we're together is just for content? Well, then that's your problem, because there's something called love. Okay, this is I don't even know.
Love. Yeah. Love apparently makes you go and want to piss and shit on other women, but okay.
Have you looked at the symptoms of oppositional defiant disorder and borderline personality disorder? No.
That's probably what Amber Lynn has, honestly.
Do you believe you might be experiencing disorders? Is it possible that you are addicted to stress? No. Additionally, why are you not interested in learning to speak Arabic, especially considering your desire to live there for a while, your husband's first language, and as a means to show appreciation for the culture? I appreciate the culture. Doesn't mean I have to speak the language.
But I mean, girl, you're living there. Like, wouldn't you want to? Like, just kind of enrich yourself?
I might learn Arabic. I'm learning slowly with him, but I might take a course in the future. I don't know. I'm focusing on other things right now.
Girl, like what?
I don't know why oppositional defiant disorder. I don't know. I mean, are you a psychiatrist? I don't know. Are you suggesting that that's what I have? I've been to many psychiatrists and they've never mentioned that. So thanks for the question. Why is one side of your face swollen along with your eye? Have you seen a doctor about this? My face is swollen on one side?
I mean, does kind of look it a little bit, right? Like, this is a rounder kind of side. I think it's just her hijab is pulled more over on this side and keeping it kind of pulled in a bit, but...
I don't see it.
I doubt she ever even interacts with local people. She never leaves the apartment. You're probably right, Lauren. I mean, even in that walking video she did, it was at nighttime. There was hardly anyone out.
Maybe you're looking too much at my face. I don't know. If you end up too ill or bedbound and become unable... These are like the dumbest questions I've ever read in my life. This is, I know why I'm annoyed is because I know where this comes from, because reaction channels will sit there on panels for 2 hours talking about contriving these stupid theories. If you end up too ill or bedbound and become unable to make YouTube videos, what's your backup plan to make enough money to continue living how you are without issue? Listen, if I become bedbound, which won't happen because I literally just did a video of walking, but okay.
And so I had clicked on Grow World Ireland's video earlier where he talks about apparently she exposed herself in that video, but he also was starting with the chicken video, so I turned it off so that I would have like the fresh react for you guys. But I don't even fully believe that, girl.
If I become bedbound for some reason, then YouTube would be the easiest form of
I mean, it's true. Just look at Amberlynn.
making money, would it not?
My husband.
I mean, you just have to lay there. I'm sitting here. I can lay there and also talk to you guys and go live or whatever. But I'm not the type of person who like sits here and thinking, what if, what if, what if? No, I live
Girl, it's kind of like what you do. That's what you and Amberlynn do. You just sit there like, what if?
my life and don't worry about that. Are there any ideas for videos with Salah when he returns? I suggest you should have Salah read out a hostage apology note in an orange outfit in the desert next to you with the vegetable pointed to his head. Yeah, seriously. If that, he won't be coming back, but that's a funny idea. I like that. There are about 7,500 Canadians living in Kuwait. Why have you not reached out and made friends with any of them? I don't really care what culture you're from, like, to make friends with. If anything, I'd probably rather make friends with, like, locals, because I have a lot of Canadian friends. Like, I want something different. I have...
Friends, they're just, like, little Pokemon cards for her to collect.
I don't trust anybody. Like,
If I become bedbound, if. I don't like to say if statements too much because with the way the fucking universe works, dude, those ifs are going to become reality.
I've had people reach out to me wanting to meet and like hang out, but I don't trust anyone from the internet. So I'm a little apprehensive about that. Also, I just don't really have time to focus on making new friendships. Making new friendships with people is draining and it takes a lot of energy.
I mean, she's not wrong, but like, what the fuck else does she have to do?
And I need to focus all that on bettering myself right now. Have you or do you consider your life out of control when it comes to your ability to control your eating and control your health? Well, yeah. I thought that was pretty obvious. If so, have you considered inpatient or an outpatient program? Yes, and I've been to both. Sorry.
Has she ever been in like an in or outpatient program?
I've tried to get into an inpatient program in Ottawa, and they have very limited beds. And the outpatient program pretty much did nothing for me. They put me on Vyvanse.
Girl, that would be something. That would be helpful. True talk. I think the only thing that both these women need, ALR and Foodie, an Adderall prescription. Like, Jesus fuck.
And that made me feel like I was on, like, a hard drug. What would you...
Yeah, that is kind of a downside to those types of things. Stimulants.
do if YouTube ended? No idea.
No, she hasn't. She's lying again. See, that also, like, that too. Like, you can't really believe anything that these women just, like, say.
Life would go on, though. I mean, that's it, you know? I never stay stuck for a long time. Did you really walk those 3,000 plus steps, or did Salah walk most of them? What? We walked alongside. That's how he was able to film me. I don't understand what you're talking about. I was in, like, the majority of the shots.
They're trying to catch her.
So no, and I even showed, like, my phone. No, I walked them.
Speeding and beezing. Yeah. Get these girls on some speed.
Would you take on the challenge of giving up rice for veggies for one entire week? Yeah, I would for sure. Yeah, no problem. I love veggies, I do.
She would just go to pasta.
Just because I'm not able to always control my binge eating doesn't mean that I don't like vegetables. I do love vegetables. So yeah, I would definitely try that sometime. I have spent a lot of energy in my life, I am old, in the pursuit of men. Don't all women, like, want a partner? Or most of them? Watching my weight and changing my personality.
That is real interesting with someone commented earlier saying that Chantal views women as a monolith. Definitely. Definitely.
And fussing over them. And you know what I have realized? Men don't like women at all. It takes age and life experiences before they even really care about other people. Even their woman. I think you're talking about personal experience. If you never had to pursue a man, what would you do with your life? What are your interests? I don't think that my life has anything to do with pursuit of man. I could leave.
Girl, are you kidding? That's like what her entire time on YouTube has been, is her pursuit of different men. That rhymed. But like, that's literally all it's been.
And be single right now and still have my independent life. I definitely love Salah, and you know, I fell in love, and that wasn't planned. It's not something that I planned. It's not like I was like, oh, I need a man, I need a man.
She definitely planned it. Like, are you kidding? I would say she never planned anything else in her life as much as she planned the whole Kuwait and Salah, like, marriage and everything. Like,
I don't need him.
she needs a damn hobby besides eating. For real, dude. For real. Like, she's living out in a beautiful country. Why doesn't she get out and do more? Like, I'm sure Kuwait has some really beautiful historic sites and shit like that. Why doesn't she do anything with it?
Man, I want a man. Actually, maybe I do need a man. I need someone, you know, supportive and
She's very much like Amber, kind of like just hops from relationship to relationship.
I need romance and attention and intimacy. Intimacy is a huge thing in my life. And so yeah, I don't really understand the question, I guess. Like I said, I've never really pursued a man, like to the point where it ruined my life. Like I've always worked, always had my own life, you know? So I don't really understand your question fully, but I hope that answers it.
I mean, isn't it odd that, like, other than Pete's, I would say Pete's definitely genuinely loved her. It seemed like all of her relationships have been, like, paid for, almost. You know what I mean? Like, even with BB, it was such a weird vibe between them.
Sorry guys, I don't like to sit in one position for too long.
No way Salah is giving her intimacy. I don't think so. Honestly, I really don't.
It's painful now. You uprooted what life and family connections you had in Canada for Kuwait and everything you thought it was going to be. What if in 5 years' time something happens to your family? Okay, I'll answer that first part. You uprooted what life and family connections you had for Kuwait and everything you thought it was going to be. If you're referring to the event that happened with my husband and I as it completely ruining everything we had built, that's where the reason I'm here. It's because it didn't. Because that's where I outweighed everything we had with what we talked about in private and new promises we made to each other. We are starting again anew and moving on. So Kuwait is everything I had imagined, and
girl, really?
I maybe didn't foresee that event happening, but maybe that was my error. Maybe I was naive.
Oh my God. I mean, I don't want to like talk this woman up or nothing, but like her sitting here and now essentially blaming herself for her husband cheating, that's so fucked, dude. That's fucked, right? Like,
and needed to realize that there were some communication issues in our relationship that we had to fix, and
so that justifies the cheating. Okay. Outweighed, right? That's a interesting choice of words.
Other than that, everything else I really enjoy about being here. So to answer that, what if in 5 years' time something happens to half your family and they are no longer there? Will you regret leaving stability in pursuit of needing to belong to a man relationship? Oh, honey, I don't know how long you've been watching me for, but if you think that my life in Canada was stable, please.
Of course, that's what she's going to fucking focus on. Of course.
Go back and watch my live streams from a year ago, okay?
Girl, most people can't because you delete them.
I'm so much more stable now than I was back then.
Do we believe that, guys? Is she more stable now?
I don't regret leaving my family because
that's literally like Amber Lynn saying, like, guys, like, I know what to do about losing weight. I know everything there is to know.
Everyone has the right to pursue their happiness, even if that's not, I mean, even when I lived in Canada, I didn't see my family every single day. Everyone has their own lives.
Well, no shit, girl, but you're not thousands and thousands of miles away, halfway across the world.
You know, like, I can go back anytime, like I did around Christmas, and see my family. So will I regret not seeing them as much? I mean, I'm making the decision to be here, right? So if something happens and they get...
I do apologize, guys. I need to go to the bathroom real quick. I will be right back, okay? Save some for Salah. You. Time out. Oh my God.
Get sick, yeah, I would go back and be with them for sure. But as it stands now, I'm totally fine with going back and seeing them maybe once or twice a year. And I talk to them every day. So I don't know where people I don't know if they're projecting or they're thinking of themselves when they say I need to belong to a man. You know, people see me as like weak and pathetic for running back here. Again, you don't fully know our relationship, everything we build, other than this one slip up with the text messages.
Girl, you say it's one slip up, but you literally were like, I don't care if he cheated once or 1,000 times.
It wasn't in real life. I mean, people think that I'm like weak or something for running back here and trying to make my marriage work over that mishap. I think I'm strong to be dealing with all of these things. And, you know,
do you think she still shaves her head? Honestly, probably. I feel like, I mean, I know the material for like hijabs and whatnot are thinner, more breathable, but I just have a feeling she would be way too hot under there.
I don't have to be here. You know, I choose to be here. I could be anywhere in the world.
Plus her hair is so thin, like...
world I want to. I have that I'm fortunate enough, mashallah, to be able to work, you know,
mashallah,
successful enough in social media to be able to work wherever I want in the world. This is, you know, my husband is not the only man on the planet. I choose to be with him. I love him, and I think that our marriage is worth working on. People get very small snippets of what we deal with and what we talk about, what we go through. So, what happens if Salah up and leaves you because it isn't what he wanted after all? Okay, then that happens, and I'll deal with it. Like I said, you don't know the language, you don't know customs or laws. A lot of people who travel don't really know all that, and I do know the customs and laws a lot now, and I have my husband here as a translator. You have no friends. I do have friends I talk to online, and there's no family will fly to Kuwait to see you. What if you have a near-death experience? These are all like really like, what if this happens? What if that happens? What if this happens? What if that, like, thinking of all of the worst case scenarios. I don't do that. Like, I try to develop my character to be able to deal with problems as they come up.
Her character.
Okay. Because they can happen, but I don't anticipate them and give myself more anxiety. Like, you must have a lot of anxiety in life. I don't know. Are you prepared to pass away without being near your mom or sister? Well, that is a possibility. You know, that's a possibility.
That's so sad.
Anything can and will happen. Yes, it can, but I'm not going to not live my life and stay close to home just in case these things happen. Have you thought about if your life entirely, if your world entirely imploded? I mean, it's crossed my mind, but again, I believe that Allah gives us challenges that we can handle.
That's not lipstick, it's bolognese sauce.
And if that happens, I mean, I'm not super attached to any material things anymore in my life. I'm not, I mean, if my health happen, I mean, I don't know. I really don't know how to answer that. Like, it's not something I worry about. No, I don't. Salah's proof of life. No.
Salah's proof of life. Jesus fuck.
Are you seeing an endocrinologist for your diabetes? And if so, what do they have you on for meds? I am seeing an endocrinologist here. I did some vlogs on it. I'm on Genumet right now, 2,000 milligrams a day. Everyone asks questions.
I don't know what like the going rate for that is, but like that's a lot. 2,000 milligrams.
Not just the show the questions you approve of, but why would I show hateful comments I don't want to answer? Before you moved to Kuwait, you wanted to adopt a baby. Is that still a plan? No, not right now. I don't know what the future is going to bring. I have a lot of work on myself to do. You know, I want to be responsible that way. Maybe in the far future, I don't know.
She would definitely, I mean, she can't even have kids, so.
You know, even Salah's views on that has changed. So we just want to, when I came back, we really talked about life goals as part of like, is it, you know, worth making this marriage work? And he just wants to be with me. Regardless if that's, you know, he just wants to be with me, work on our relationship, stay off of YouTube, focus on me, focus on his career. He's a smart guy. He's been to university. He wants to develop his life more. And he's a young guy, you know? So who knows in the future? I don't know. Are you on your way back to Canada right now? Yes. Why don't you do your walks on lives? That would be nice. I can do that. Sure. Did you ever consider your YouTube career could be hindering your weight loss motivation? No. I don't think so. Because I don't associate like any stress with YouTube with like anything. Like I don't like get stressed out to the point where I like go and eat or from YouTube, you know, like if I rage or get mad, I say what I got to say and then that's it. And then it's gone, you know. That's like the good thing about letting it out. It's gone after that. I don't let it just like ruin my life. I move on very easily. I'm impulsive in decisions, but that's also, I'm also like my emotions come and go very quickly.
She doesn't see a problem with that, of course.
So I would say no. I would say if anything, it motivates me more because I have people on my side always trying to push me. And even though I'm kind of like, you know, even though I haven't really been successful as, you know, to lose weight and get healthy yet.
Yet, girl, how long have we been on YouTube doing this? Like, she's been on here a minute, hasn't she, guys? And she's just like, oh, I'm just not there yet.
I feel like the extra support of people on my side makes it more motivating. Also, the fact that I could potentially help a lot of people. That's one thing I really, really...
These girls and just their longing to want someone to, like, fucking look up to them. It's a little sad, dude, honestly.
Like about it. I don't do mukbangs just for money or anything. I do it, like, to show you... I like having dinner with you guys. I don't do it, like... You don't see me eat...
Impulsive is an understatement. Yeah, I would go more for like irrational.
Eating 5 burgers. If I have a slip up and I want to be honest about it, yeah, maybe I'll do it. But other than that, will you be in Canada? Will you be in Canada for Ramadan? Your visa expires, doesn't it? How will you do Ramadan without Salah? None of what you just said is ever going to happen. So, like, you imagine.
Doesn't she have to keep going back to Canada and whatnot because of the visa issues?
In a total situation on your own there. No, I will not be in Canada for Ramadan. My visa expires, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. How will you do Ramadan without Salah? I won't be. Would you consider, where do you stand as far as trying a plant-based diet again, or even a vegetarian one that focuses on fresh fruits and veg and beans and legumes and whole grains, maybe some yogurt and feta and eggs in moderation, golden milk and herbal teas and lots of water, fresh juices in moderation for beverages? I realize this got oddly specific, but I'd be happy with you just answering the first part. If you would ever consider going vegetarian or plant-based. I would consider adding a lot more plant-based food in my diet for sure. You know, any diet other than carnivore, keto, well, keto certain vegetables, most, like even the diabetic plan I'm on, or anything, you know.
How many plans is this woman doing?
You should be eating way more vegetables and soluble fiber. So yeah, I would definitely, but the thing,
she has to renew every 3 months. All right, yeah, that makes sense because that matches up with like the time frame that she's doing these Canada trips
is because
or trips out of the country.
Because of my eating disorder, like going to extremes is really hard for me right now. But I don't know. I love fish. I love chicken. So I'm not sure, but I would incorporate more of those foods. I don't know where that cut off. I got a phone call. I would incorporate more fruits and veggies in my diet for sure. Okay, I'm going to end with this one. Do you ever feel regretful about giving up your cats? You wish you could have taken them with you? Genuine questions. Yeah, it's hard to say I regret the decision because I don't feel like there was really any, I don't think that at the time, especially, I thought that it was a good idea to rehome them because I didn't think it was a good idea taking them all the way to the Middle East, especially BBJ, who's very old and has a lot of health issues. So I was worried something would happen to them, and I wanted to find them a loving home.
Girl, you were literally planning to have them put down. Shut the fuck up.
I thought that would be best. It was probably the hardest decision I've ever had to make in my life. They were a huge part of my life.
Girl.
They were like my children in a way. I mean, not, you know what I mean, pet children. So while it hurts my heart every day that I don't have them with me and that I rehomed them, I still don't know.
Well, I mean, she did rehome them, but not to who she thought.
Know what other choice I could have made, given the fact that, you know, I had very little time to make that decision. And I just, yeah, I don't know what else I would have been able to do. Like I, at the time especially, felt that. So, it's too bad.
Dude, she's so fucked. She's so fucked. I would never, for a man, fuck out of here.
That I had to make that decision. But, you know, a lot of people have to rehome their pets when they move out of country. Some of them don't, but a lot of people.
Decent amount don't.
People do, so.
I mean, if you're able to move out of the country, unless it's like a severe situation, I can't imagine you aren't able to afford to also move your pet.
Anyways, that's it for this part 1 of the Q&A. I'm sorry if I seem like snarky, but I don't know how else to answer some of the questions without sounding that way because they're kind of like really weird like dumb questions. But thank you guys for asking them anyways. I'll just go down the list and make like as many parts as I need to answer them all. So don't worry if I didn't get to your questions. I'm just going down and I will get to yours eventually. All right. So, thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Alrighty, guys. Wow. That was interesting, wasn't it? Oh my gosh. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the live. I definitely want to do more of these members only lives and whatnot. Probably won't do any more like this weekend, but we'll see. Thank you so much for showing up again, guys, and hanging out. It was a lot of fun, and we will definitely do this again. Let me know in the comments once this posts or whatever, what you guys think we should do for like the next live. Thank you so much, guys, again.